She was violated, then punished for it, then transformed into a monster, then beheaded by a hero. And we still call her the villain? The gods cursed her. Humans feared her. But no one, not once, protected her. In ancient Greek mythology, Athena stood as the revered goddess of wisdom, warfare, and handicrafts. And Medusa, she was merely a devoted priestess in Athena's temple, sworn to celibacy. But one day the god Poseidon violated her, right there on the sacred floor of the temple. And for that crime, Medusa was the one punished. Athena, witnessing this desecration of her sacred space, didn't strike down Poseidon. Instead, she cursed the victim. She twisted Medusa's flowing hair into writhing serpents and transformed her face so terrifying that a single glance would turn men to stone. This pivotal moment reveals the fundamental attribution error in its cruelest form, our tendency to blame a person's character instead of their circumstances. Medusa wasn't evil. She was brutalized, but the gods, and later humanity, labeled her as the problem. Her beauty had once drawn admiration and worship. Now her appearance evoked only terror. This is the halo effect, violently inverted. We instinctively assume beautiful people are good, ugly people wicked. So, when Medusa's appearance changed, our judgment followed, without question, without mercy. She didn't become violent. She became hidden. She fled to a remote cave, not to hunt, but to avoid being hunted. Her gaze, cursed by Athena, turned people to stone, but only if they looked directly at her, only if they intruded upon her sanctuary. Then came Perseus, the son of Zeus, the greatest Greek hero and slayer of monsters, the celebrated hero, armed with a mirrored shield, winged sandals, and a celestial sword, all gifts from the gods who had abandoned Medusa. His mission: behead the monster. This mission exemplifies the appeal to authority fallacy, because if the gods declare someone a monster, it must be true, and if the gods send you to kill, it must be just. But authority doesn't guarantee truth. Power doesn't equal righteousness. The gods themselves didn't confront Medusa. They equipped a man and sent him to do their bidding. That's skin in the game. A mental model revealing how those in power often avoid risk, while others bear the cost of their decisions. Perseus crept into her sanctuary, eyes carefully averted. He used the reflection in his shield to guide his hand. A silent assassination. Her head severed from her body. Her life ended, not in honorable battle, but in calculated ambush. Here's where the narrative instinct takes control. Humans crave stories with clear heroes and villains. So the myth frames Perseus as a valiant savior and Medusa as a terrible beast. That's easier to digest than confronting the moral complexity of what truly happened. Medusa's severed head became a weapon. Athena mounted it proudly on her shield. Perseus used it to turn enemies to stone. The remains of a victim, repurposed as an instrument of terror. This is where psychological projection reveals itself. We fear what reflects our own shame, rather than confront the injustice. The gods, and later humans, projected their guilt onto her. They silenced her by declaring her dangerous. They erased her humanity by branding her a monster. And behind it all lurks Hanlon's razor. Never attribute to malice what can be adequately explained by stupidity or broken systems. Athena may not have been deliberately cruel, just coldly calculated, or complicit in a system that sacrificed women to protect powerful men. The gods didn't solve the problem. They buried it beneath layers of myth and monster. This was never a story about slaying evil. It was a cover-up, a rebranding of trauma into mythology, a victim transformed into a villain. So the next time someone calls Medusa a monster, ask them, who told you that story? And why did you believe it without question? What does it say about us that we still call her the villain? If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe. If you wish to learn how to guard your own mind against such manipulation and trickery, check out the book Unfunk Your Mind, which has 365 such logical fallacies, cognitive biases, mental models, and critical thinking techniques to create the best you.